Hello, friends. My name is Sherinna. I feel blessed and excited that my friend Kathy has asked me to share with you some insights in consciousness about the new moon of the month of Leo. So, before I share with you that consciousness, I'd like to give you a little insight about Kabbalistic astrology. The first thing to note is the calendar. The calendar that we use is a Hebrew calendar, which is a combination of the Gregorian calendar, which is solar based, and the lunar calendar, which is, of course, based on the moon's cycle. The idea of astrology in Kabbalah is our astrological signs are here for us to guide us, showing us what we need to overcome and what our life's purpose is. The main purpose would be to learn to rise above the influences of the cosmos and to take control over our own lives. In Kabbalistic astrology, the signs of the zodiac are not the cause of our personality traits. They are the effect. Think of it like a GPS. It will get to you and it will get you to your destination, but how you get there is up to you. Once again, welcome to the new moon of the month of Leo. Rosh Chodesh means head of the month in Hebrew and is the first day of the lunar month. Just as the seed contains the entire DNA of a tree, the first day of the new moon contains all the distinct forces that will be revealed in this month. On the day of the new moon, we have the opportunity to draw power from all the month's positive aspects, as well as an opportunity to protect yourself against the negative ones. Some of you may be wondering, well, I'm not born under the sign of Leo, so how does this affect me? Well, we are all living under the same sky, with the same planets and the same stars above us. And therefore, we will collectively be affected, no matter what astrological sign we may be. It just means that those born under the sign of Leo will be more influenced this month than the rest of us. So if you are a Leo and you are watching this, see if you can recognize some of the traits I'll be sharing with you. The month of Leo is also known in Hebrew as Av, which means father, and is connected to the masculine aspect in the cosmos. It is the fifth month in the lunar calendar and the only month ruled by the sun. So it is a fire of the fire signs, and this intense energy of fire, when spiritually expressed, is judgment. Judgment, which is a burning and consuming fire with absolutely no balance. Leo is also represented by the majestic lion. So as Leos receive their energy directly from the sun, they behave like the sun and believe that the whole world revolves around them. They're confident of their power and abilities. Their appearance is generally stately and impressive. They tend to be the center of attention. Leos demand respect, and if they are treated otherwise, they will either retaliate or dismiss that person as though they were shooing away a fly. Like royalty, like the majestic lion, they can be also arrogant and egotistical. Their trademarks are leadership, determination, domination, and power, and in full force, this combination can lead to pitfalls in ego and pride. As natural leaders, Leos like to organize those around them, even though they weren't asked to. But we have to remember, the only control we have is for ourselves. So any feelings of ego and pride and superiority may prevent us from helping others. Leos have an enormous desire to receive, and this urge makes them want to have everything. They tend to take charge of every situation that they encounter, and they handle stress very well and are goal-oriented. Leos love flattery, which means they tend to reward those who acknowledge and validate them, and may ignore those who show them indifference. So that's a small tip for those of you who want to work well with Leos. A few well-placed compliments will certainly catch their attention. Leos are very intellectual and often lifelong learners, and maybe sometimes self-taught. They love challenges and they love to show off. Their generosity is legendary and sometimes gives too much of themselves in ways that are unrestricted and sometimes exaggerated. They make great friends, and are often the heart of the party, loving that limelight of being admired, but of course not criticized. It's very wise to stay on the good side of a Leo. A wounded lion will disappear in his cave, lick his wounds, and may not forgive. Their vengefulness can be painful. They are fond of freedom and also happy to give it to their partners. They're very romantic by nature and have a huge potential to love greatly, but they need to learn to open themselves up and show some vulnerability. Leos find it very difficult to ask for help because they feel they have the need to save everybody. In love, they have the tendency to idealize their partners, so this expectation can sometimes lead to great disappointment. So some famous Leos, Napoleon Bonaparte, Mata Hari, Madonna, also the co-founder of the Modern Kabbalah Center, Rav Philip Berg, Barack Obama, J.K. Rowling, Jennifer Lopez, Bill Clinton. I think you get the idea. So, also in the month of Leo, they have these specific pockets of cosmic energy, and they're also known as days of power. So I'd like to share those days of power with you. So the month of Av, or the month of Leo, is a negative month. Why? Because throughout this month, numerous negative historical events occurred. For example, both holy temples in Jerusalem were destroyed. In 1492, the document was signed to officially expel the Jews during the Spanish Inquisition. In 1942, the systematic massacre of the Jews by Hitler's Nazi regime was also ordered. So therefore, it may be wise not to begin anything new or important in this month. For example, you might want to delay getting married, or signing that new contract, or starting a new business, or finding that new house. It probably can be postponed until after this month of Leo. So there's this ancient book that was written by Abraham the Patriarch about 3,800 years ago, and it's called the Book of Formation, or Sefer Yetzirah. And in that book, it says that the letter Tet created the month of Leo, and letter Kaf created the sun. Together, we get the energetic combination that